What's up, my YouTube family? This is your host, Aaron here. This is Times with the Narcissist Explained. I am live again. Just want to talk about the power of resistance and what kind of system is this. Those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. You know, one thing about me, I'm not afraid to share my experiences. I'm not afraid to admit mistakes. But I'm also not afraid to discuss things regarding accountability. This video is one of those accountability videos, and it may ruffle some people's feathers. And the messages that I'm going to come out with are more than likely going to be channeled message from the higher realms. All right. The problem is a lot of people in humanity are in trouble. And why? Because we do not resist against the forces of evil like we're supposed to, right? There's power in resisting. When it comes down to the system, there are different kinds of traps and snares that are placed. So that way, when we do certain things, when we involve ourselves in certain things, we allow these evil forces to do what they want to do to us. You want to know what's the most common thing between everyone that you see and yourself, including me? There's an evil hierarchy that wants to condemn every single one of us. But here's the thing. They cannot do that unless they are given permission. Basically, they cannot condemn us to eternal suffering unless we engage in certain acts and do certain things, because the truth be told, the power of rising higher or going lower depends on us. This is why the ability of free will was given to us. Okay? The ability of free will is given to us. And the question you have to ask yourself, what are you doing with your free will? You know, are you engaging in a lot of low vibrational activities? You see, the narcissist has free will as well. Yes, sociopaths, psychopaths have free will. The presidents, the chancellors, the princes, the priests, they all have free will as well. You know, many powerful deities have fallen because of the choices that they have made. All right? And when you are considered the chosen one, your best weapon that you have to stay in at all times is resisting temptation, right? The power of resistance, it starts with the mind, because these evil forces, they put a lot of stuff in your face. They use social media to get in here, so that way you can engage in a lot of perversive acts, things like that. All right, I wrote some notes down here, and I hope this is going to be helpful to you guys, because I know there's somebody out there that needs this. This is what I wrote down. It says here, you must resist and rise. The forces of evil wants you to destroy yourself. Bring your vibration low enough so they can take you. Many gods have fallen because of lower vibrational activities. Okay? You have to do your research on lower vibrational activities. If you Google lower vibrational activities that people do on a daily basis, you'll be surprised how long that list is. What I saw on the list, it was like 51 different things. I'm like, you all have to research this, y'all. Okay? Now we're going to look at the definition of perversion. All right? One of the main tools that this system likes to use to enslave our souls. All right? The first definition says the alteration of something from its original course, meaning, or state to a distortion or corruption of what was first intended. What do you do when something is corrupted? You throw it out. You throw it out. You get rid of it. Sometimes you burn it. You throw it away. You get rid of it. Do you want to be thrown away because of your own actions? Do you want to be corrupted because of your own actions? Right? Another definition of perversion: sexual behavior or desire that is considered abnormal or unacceptable. All right. I have two scriptures here. Let's read them together. We're going to come out the book of James, chapter 4, verse 7. So let me find that real quick. Here we go. We're coming out of the book of James, chapter 4, verse 7. Submit yourselves, therefore, to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. You see, when you do not resist the enemy, and I'm going to talk to the men real quick, because as men, we have sexual urges that are pretty strong. And then, when you see women wearing certain things and you see certain images, it will compel you to want to engage in something called pornography. Some men, they engage in something like stalking, raping, molesting. These are all perversive acts. But let me tell you something, man. If you want to become a very powerful spiritual being and you want your vibration levels to raise and you want to save your own soul, you have to resist temptation. You have to resist a lot of things, y'all. I'm talking about a lot, even down to certain opportunities with certain jobs. You have to resist, or like, okay, you working at a job and you getting money off of the back end, or something like embezzlement, stealing money from the company, things like that. I understand some people want their reparations right away, but if you resist these kind of things, you are saving your own soul, because everything that happens, everything's recorded and being noted of, right? So you have to resist a lot of things in this life, especially as men. You have to resist the temptation that some women bring. You have to resist the perversion. You have to resist sleeping around, especially if you're married. You have to resist a lot of things, right? Because these things is what the enemy uses to keep us at a low state so they can do whatever they want to us. But when you resist, it says here in James chapter 4, verse 7, submit yourselves therefore to the Most High, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. As I said here, it starts with the mind. When you resist, the enemy can't do anything to you. It's only when you engage in certain acts that the enemy can come in. And you see a lot of people in humanity is in trouble because, one, they get jealous of a lot of other people. Two, they want to take somebody's spot so bad. They want to compete so bad. Anger can keep you out of low vibration. It's okay to be sad from time to time, but all day, every day, you upset about somebody else's life. You upset at so many things that's really out of your control. Let me tell you something that I struggle with personally. And it's something that I'm coming to grips with, is accepting the things that have happened in my life, the choices that I've made, the people that I came across, the people that tried to ruin me many different ways. And it can really put you in a space where you can be a bit bitter, and I don't want to be that way. You understand? Because this is also another way how the enemy comes in. This is why when it comes down to high vibrational frequency, High vibrational frequency is a love frequency. I've said this many times. It is a love frequency. What is part of love? Forgiveness. I know some people don't want to hear that. They tell that narcissist got to go to hell and all this other stuff. The difference between you and the narcissist chose that route to do low vibrational activities and do all kinds of evil, malicious attacks to other people, right? So therefore, they are condemning themselves. So when you think about it from that concept, you have to forgive them. Not saying you should tolerate them, but you have to forgive them because they're already destroying themselves. You can't do anything about that. And you can't make them see the error of their ways unless they want to see the error of their ways. And that includes family members too. If they don't want to see how low vibrational they are, if they don't want to see how messed up they are, then there's nothing you can do about that. You have to forgive them. You can't really hate them because at the end of the day, what they did to you, they will be punished severely for that. You have to let go of that and give it back to them, because holding on to that, you will never really achieve true peace the way you want to. You understand? You will never achieve true peace the way you want to. You'll never be at a high vibrational state the way you want to. And I'm talking to myself too, because, accepting that things happen and, this video hopefully will help open you guys' eyes to what's wrong with humanity today. The system wants to condemn every last one of us. How do they do this? They try to get us to get involved with low vibrational acts. Drinking, low vibrational. Smoking, low vibrational. Talking bad about somebody. Randomly gossiping about somebody you don't even know. It's okay to make righteous judgments. It's okay to call out somebody who messed up. But you just randomly hating on somebody just to hate on somebody? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what you're doing to yourself? You are condemning yourself by doing these kind of things. Always stay in a high vibrational frequency. How do you do that? You have to remember forgiveness. Remember, keep your slate clean. Don't get yourself involved in perversive acts. I got another scripture for you. And this scripture is going to ruffle a lot of feathers, but let me tell you something. There is a natural order to things, and when people don't follow that natural order, they become corrupt. They become perverse. And what happens when you have a perverted mind and a perverted soul? You get cast out. Okay? All right, so hold on. Let me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 9 through 10. Hold on. Let me find that. I know it's in the new. Let me see y'all. Y'all bear with me, man. I'm looking. Yep, 118. All right. Okay, 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 9 through 10. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verses 9 through 10. Know ye not that the unrighteous... it's basically a question. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived. Neither fornicators, idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves will with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. It says here, fornicators, people who sleep around a lot, idolaters, people who worship celebrities and all this other stuff and be ready to die by their celebrity. Adulterers, people who think they grown, can do what they want to do, and it's not how life really is. Nor effeminate. I mean, there's many ways. That's controversial, but basically, they're talking about men who are pretty much acting like women. That's what the book says, y'all. Nor abusers of themselves with mankind. That's a deep one. Nor thieves, people who steal. Covetous, people who do whatever it takes to take what you have. Drunkards, revilers, extortioners, people who try to intimidate you out of fear, shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. You see, why am I doing this today? Why am I doing this message today? Believe it or not, this message may save some of you who actually understand where I'm coming from. This system wants us to mess ourselves up by doing some low vibrational stuff, to be hateful, messy, gossipy, slandering, trying to steal from somebody, doing sexual perversive acts, which the Bible calls it sexual immorality. That includes masturbation. We have to resist these kind of things. We have to remain as pure as possible while we're here. And don't get me wrong, because you are on this path, chosen one, the enemy is going to come at you, and the enemy is going to come at you hard. My best advice, try not to stress about when people try to attack you. Try not to stress when people try to mess with you in any kind of way. Because guess what they're doing to themselves? They are condemning themselves. They are allowing the forces of evil to use them. And when you allow the forces of evil to use you, you will reside with the forces of evil when you pass away. You understand? I said this in one of my lives before. What do you want to be remembered for? If you have any vices, things that hinder you, you have to resist. You have to fight. Men, you have to resist temptation. Women, you have to resist temptation. What are the vices for temptation? Social media, one of the biggest temptations things. Okay? I would recommend people stay off of Instagram as much as possible. Because that's what gets people to lower their vibration all the time. Facebook too. Stay off of it as much as possible. Twitter, stay off of it as much as possible. So, listen, y'all. Always remember, what do we have in common? Every last one of us, including the narcissist, including the sociopath, including the psychopath, is that this system that we are born into is in the business to condemn every last one of our souls. Okay? Every last one of our souls. We have to keep our anger in check. We have to keep our sexual urges in check. We have to keep a lot of things in check, y'all. The goal is to go up. The goal is to remain in the love frequency, in a high vibrational frequency as much as possible. I'm not saying you should just love everything, but, don't have hate towards somebody. You know what I'm saying? Understand that a lot of people are under some sort of delusion. The system has got them blinded, and they believe that it's okay to be who they are, and they don't understand that more is required from us in order to ascend. More is required from us in order for us to elevate, right? So the thing is, they make their choice. We have a choice now to do what is right for ourselves, for our soul. We have to work on our anger. We have to work on our aggression. We have to work on, a lot of different things, y'all, internally. We have to do more. I'm not saying you haven't done the work, but let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. As a chosen one, we often looked at other people and be like, damn, how come they just do this and do normal stuff and it just works for them? They get the job, they get the career, they work so fast. Let me tell you a difference between you and them most of the time. Most of the time, those people who get stuff quick and stuff like that, they're already condemned. They don't have any internal work. This is why a lot of times evil folks get to be managers. This is why a lot of times evil folks get to be presidents. This is why a lot of times evil folks get to be in high positions. Because their souls are already condemned. They are operating on the lowest frequency possible. And this is the reason why they can do things and be normal and it works for them. You do something and it's really a problem, Because what's happening with you is when the Most High works with you, when the Most High has His chosen ones, the chosen ones have to be developed internally. You know, you didn't hear about spirituality and stuff a while back. You started learning about it maybe like 5, 6 years ago. I learned about it like 10, 11 years ago, 12 years ago. But it's an ongoing battle to build ourselves up internally. Them other people who in high positions, 9 times out of 10, they're not building themselves up spiritually. They're not concerned about their own soul. You understand? I'm not saying all of them are like that, but a lot of them, they are condemned. They may have the career, they may have the nice car, but I guarantee you one thing, they're not working on themselves. But see, when it comes down to being a chosen one, when it comes down to being the Most High, the Most High forces us to work on ourselves. The Most High forces us to break the bondages of vices that this system has given to us, aka drinking, smoking, pornography, masturbation, sleeping around, anger, a lot of different things. Like I said, look up the list and see what is a type in list of low vibrational things or low vibrational activities on Google, and you will see if you're concerned about being high vibrational. You have to do your research. You have to resist, pray, meditate, and understand. Don't expect things to always be smooth sailing, but stay grounded. You understand? Stay grounded, y'all. Let me read the comments real quick. Baby, good to see you. So true. Right. Purple Queen, good to see you. Happy Valentine's Day. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Purple Queen. I don't really celebrate it, but I appreciate that. Baby says speak on it. Yeah, man. We have to understand what this system tries to do. This system is not a good system. This system is in the business to take your soul to a lower place where you're tortured, condemned, and the only way you're going to end up there, you bring yourself there because of corruption. Corrupt. And a lot of people are corrupt. And unless they break out of it, I'm sorry, man. They just going to get got. So listen, I love y'all. Y'all please be safe out there. This live probably ain't gonna be for everybody because this is a live that's really about accountability, even for myself. You understand? But I hope y'all can understand where I'm coming from. All right. I love y'all. Y'all be safe. And y'all tune in for more. All right. Bye-bye now.